Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, and this is part 2. I kind of stated in that last video that I welded my letters together, and it would maybe make it easier to glue it to your other sheet. So I thought I'd do one that you don't have them welded. I'm still going to break them apart so we can kind of, play around with the size and, what you want it to look like. This one actually just has them going across. Let's actually make them kind of go like this, because we can, and you can make, different fonts, might look better. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page, and, just preference. So what we're going to do, I think my nudge factor is still set on 5. I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard and move that out of the way a couple of times. And then I am going to left click, right click, and get my hairline, because I want this to kind of look like this. But then I'm going to go to object and I'm going to convert it to a curve. And I am going to put a border. Well, you know what? I'm just going to try to contour. See, it won't work right now. So we need to group these together. As soon as we do that, this comes up and we're going to go to the outside 1/2 inch. That looks pretty good in a way. There's a lot more you could do to it. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's go 0.1 with the contour. So it's just barely a contour. And we got to put them together, so 0.25. We want some separation in there like they have here. So that's pretty good. So then just go to object and break the contour apart. And we can actually move the contour out of the way. And then we can actually just move these out of the way for a second, because we need to weld this in place. So we're going to grab it all and we're going to weld that. So now you're going to want to do like I did in the first video, and you're going to want to engrave that out. I'm thinking, you don't have to, you could put it in its place, like it is. That's going to look pretty cool. But if you engrave that out, you're going to have the room to, we'll make this kind of yellow instead of gold. So that's what it's going to look like if we take away the outline. And then I just noticed on this one they had some superficial bands of gold, the same color going around. That's, pretty easy. Just make you some rectangles and in this case, maybe even, do the whole thing. I've kind of got ahead of myself on this one, but if we take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, and then if we left click, right click, and we really need to get rid of this inside stuff. So really you should have done this prior. Let's see if this will cut. Nope. Yeah, I did. I'm just trying to cut the inside away, because then we're going to take our 2-point line. So if you would have done this ahead of time, you wouldn't have to do this right now. So what we did, we just made another shape like the original. Then I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to go to the inside. See, it's so small that it won't even go to the all the way. So let's go 0.15. And we got a contour, because then what we can do, and you could have it go all the way this would look pretty cool. Just to use this part, we'll probably have to group it all or go to break the contour apart. That could be your hoop of gold. I'm pretty sure I nudged. So if we make that hoop gold, that'll look pretty cool. Now you might, you don't want it to interfere with your letters. And there's another train of thought. I've never made one of these, but you know what? Why couldn't we do this right here? Let's left click, right click, try to weld this. Look at that. Now the center, now this would really work better. So now look, let's go make it gold. That's pretty gold color. And then do your, and that's gonna kind of, let's take away the outline. Look at that. That might, there's your garnish. It's gonna be right in the middle. And what you could also do is, this is, even though I'm colored it in, this is what you want. This is what you're gonna cut out. That piece will fall out unless you've welded it. But what you can do is make a copy of that piece, turn this one all black, take away the outline. Don't forget that, because you're gonna be cutting and engraving. Turn it black, cut away the outline, or take away the outline. And then engrave that on your piece of acrylic right before you cut it out. And it's gonna give you a holder for your gold. And it'll be a lot easier to glue, because there'll be a little bit of an indentation. And then even though we didn't go to the bottom, that kind of adds, to me, that adds to it. You could make some sort of acrylic holder, to go across the bottom. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody, and thank you for watching.